guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Liverpool-Leicester League Cup quarter-final reaction show. I'm sorry that I didn't post this yesterday evening, but as you can see, I'm at my friend's house. We played FIFA yesterday, recorded career mode for you guys, and also it was very late when the game ended and I was absolutely knackered, but I watched the game and it was an absolute roller coaster, dramatic, insane cup tie. And this is why I love Liverpool Football Club. This is the games which you fell in love with football watching these kind of games. Because Liverpool were down and out, we were 3-1 down, Jamie Vardy hit the post at 3-1 and if it goes in it's 4-1, the game is over. And yes, Liverpool played only like 3 players in the starting 11 who regularly start for them in the Premier League. Leicester had like 8 players, so on paper it looked like Leicester City were the huge favourites, but when it's Anfield, when it's the Liverpool crowd, you know that you can never count Liverpool out. But of course Liverpool, with the many young players, made a lot of mistakes, and Jurgen Klopp was very right in his post-match analysis show that that's how young players learn, that they make mistakes and they get punished and they learn from it and they get better. Trent Alexander-Arnold made big mistakes when he was still a youngster. But then I think he improved a lot during his time, and that's what Conor Bradley, Tyler Morton and all the other young players, Neco Williams, Tsimikas, they will learn from their mistakes. Jamie Vardy was very clinical, scoring his first 2 chances after, you know, Billy Koumetio's bad positioning, and also we gave the ball away pretty cheaply. And also Joe Gomez, he looked very rusty, he looked very like out of sorts, because that's how usually he is after coming back from a long injury. Joe Gomez needs a run of games to get his match sharpness up, to get sharp, to get match fit, and also to get used to playing regularly. And I think that Liverpool got punished big time with the mistakes, but Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain scored a banger after Firmino got dispossessed. I think it was, at first glance it looked like Firmino laid the ball off to Oxlade-Chamberlain, but on the replay it showed that it was a defender's toe poke. And let me know, what do you think about the game in the comments below, and who was your man of the match? It's very hard to pick one. I would pick Takumi Minamino just for his 95th minute equalizer, but before that we needed Diogo Jota to score another banger in like the 70th minute, around that mark. And Diogo Jota came on, Naby Keita came on, Konate came on for Koumetio. Koumetio needs a little bit more tactical awareness, I think. He's a big strong guy, but you need experience as a centre back, and that's what, you know, he will get sooner or later. But Konate came on, and after that changes, and after Liverpool sorted out the mistakes, Liverpool really improved in the second half. But Koumetio's big mistake was, you know, wow! I'm just watching the replay on my monitor. Liverpool could have conceded 4 or 5 goals in the first half alone because of our mistakes. But Jurgen Klopp said that if Liverpool cut out their mistakes, they knew in the second half that they had a huge chance, because Liverpool have quality, the players have quality. We just needed to cut out the mistakes, and that's what we did for the second half. And what a second half that was! That will go down in Liverpool's history as another famous comeback. Of course not as famous as some of the other comebacks, but still it was a brilliant comeback. So Diogo Jota scored a brilliant goal, rifling it into the bottom corner. And then, when all hope was lost almost, when everybody thought that the game would peter out, in the 95th minute, Takumi Minamino, my boy, chests it down and then he bangs it into the bottom far corner. An absolutely brilliant strike. Anfield erupted. I was celebrating like crazy. We watched the game with my friend here, and this was absolutely brilliant. I'm so happy, because Liverpool usually are good with penalty shootouts. What a banging goal by James Maddison in the first half. I forgot to talk about that. But Kelleher, maybe he should have saved it, but the ball is hit with so much power into the roof of the net, just under the bar. But I always wonder with these goals, would Alisson save it? But Alisson is the best goalkeeper in the world, so it's a standard that Kelleher probably can't really live up to. Second half Liverpool were brilliant, and then came the penalties, and there were some absolutely banging penalties, some bowling penalties into the top corner, and it looked like Leicester City won't miss, but they got two left backs taking penalties. Thomas missed, Kelleher made a brilliant saves, and then it was up to Minamino to send Liverpool to the League Cup semi-finals. For the first time in like 3 or 4 years, Liverpool could be in the League Cup semi-finals, and Minamino blasted it over, and he looked absolutely devastated, distraught. I got actually a little bit emotional watching that, because Minamino wants to succeed so much at Liverpool, and he already scored a brilliant goal, and he almost went from hero to villain. Because if Liverpool goes out, then everybody will just remember that Minamino missed the crucial penalty. But thankfully, Leicester City's Ryan Bertrand, formerly of Southampton, also missed the penalty. Kelleher made another brilliant save. This was also a pretty bad penalty. The first Kelleher save, I think it was a brilliant penalty. This one, it wasn't that brilliant. It wasn't in the corner. It wasn't a hard shot. So Kelleher makes a really good save, comfortable save actually. It came down to Diogo Jota, and I trusted Diogo to send us to the League Cup semi-finals. And after scoring in normal time, Jota scores in the penalty shootout as well, and it was a banger of a penalty. Kasper Schmeichel was absolutely distraught, and also I heard that there were some really ugly chants from the Leicester City fans towards Liverpool, like feed the Scousers and all that nonsense, which I find still absolutely disgraceful that that football fans still resort to these chants. Let me know what they think about that. I don't really want to talk too much about Leicester fans, but I think that actually gave Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool even more added fuel to the fire, even more motivation to knock Leicester out. I think Jurgen Klopp, when he heard those chants, he said, you know what, let's throw on the big guns, let's throw on Naby Keita, let's throw on Diogo Jota, and let's knock Leicester out, because you just can't have those chants being sung at Anfield. So Liverpool are through to the League Cup semi-finals. I think in Jurgen Klopp's first 2 seasons, we went to the League Cup final. In his first season, we lost that to Man City, and then we went to the League Cup semi-finals. We lost to Southampton, if I remember correctly. But now Liverpool have another League Cup semi-final, and it will be a banger. Arsenal. And I don't really understand why we have to play 2 League Cup semi-finals. I know that has been the tradition, but with COVID, with so many injured players in the Premier League, can't you just make it that the semi-final is 1 leg? And the FA Cup replays should be scrapped. Jurgen Klopp talked about that after the game. And Chelsea will play Tottenham in the other League Cup semi-final. So it will be a London derby, and Liverpool against Arsenal. And Liverpool played a 5-all draw against Arsenal, where Divock Origi equalized in the 95th minute, and I think we knocked them out on penalties. I remember that game during watching this, because that was also brilliant. So Liverpool are through to the League Cup semi-finals. Let's go to the final. Let's win another trophy, and Liverpool will have the squad to compete when the COVID hit players are back. But we will have no Salah, no Mane, and no Naby Keita for the whole of January. So that is a worry. Liverpool have to hope that we can avoid injuries and other stuff, other problems like COVID. Otherwise, it would be really difficult to complete the fixtures. And also, why is Liverpool playing on Sunday and then on Tuesday, December the 26th and the 28th? It makes no sense when all the other teams play or a lot of other teams play on the 26th and on the 29th. That's, I think, absolutely brutal. But yeah, let me know what do you think about that, and what do you think about the whole game. Who was your man of the match? Leave your comments down below, and thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Good night.